First of all, we looked at the background of the genre dubstep and identified its roots and conventions. This gave us an understanding of what ideology is needed to go into a dubstep video.
We then looked at various dubstep videos through YouTube. Examples of the video we looked at are Example Kickstart's Bar 9 remix, Professor Green Jungle, Mode Step Sunlight, and DJ Fresh Gold Dust remix. By looking through these videos, we found that most follow a certain narrative and begin with an equilibrium where everything is balanced. Then something comes along to disrupt that equilibrium and finally reaches a resolution when equilibrium is restored.
Through looking at these dubstep videos, we decided on characters, locations, props, and the story to accompany the song. We created a questionnaire about dubstep to create the basis for our story. Locations were chosen based on the narrative, and characters were chosen based on Gramscian hegemony theory and the uses and gratification theory, which helped us understand what kind of personality, clothing style, and social class is needed for the main character.
We used different types of software to create our research to present it in different ways. The types of software we used were Popplet, Graphmaker, Prezi, and Blogger. First of all, we created a storyboard of how our music video will look like. We used YouTube's videos to create a basis around the narrative. The storyboard consisted of 35 shots and told us how long the shot would be, location, props, effects, camera movement, and the sound.
We then created a shooting schedule based on the time that actors were available to film and the location where it was set. Making my CD cover, I used Adobe Photoshop Elements 5 and created a main image using a Joker playing card. I used an SLR camera to take a photograph and then applied various colour correcting effects and a green filter to create my final image. I then used Paint to create the fonts for my album title and album song names. Using these colours and filters were brought about from my research into dubstep album covers, and using these effects followed the same conventions as album covers I looked at. Making my magazine advert, I again used Adobe Photoshop Elements 5. I also used the same green filtered Joker card photograph as the background of my magazine advert to create continuity. I added a list of arena tours, locations and reviews about the album and added links to Twitter, Facebook, but still kept it to a minimalistic appearance to follow the conventions of dubstep advert.
To create my CD cover, I used Adobe Photoshop Elements 5. I imported a picture to use as my front and back. I also took a picture of the 3 artists that created the songs. By having the colourful background and black and white picture on top, it brought out the 3 artists. From looking at other dubstep albums, I managed to take their conventions and put them into my CD cover. Using Adobe Premiere Elements 5 allowed me to create a magazine advert to promote the band and CD cover. By using an equalizer in the CD cover, I then found another one and used it in the magazine cover to show continuity throughout. I added tour dates and also where to find the band on the popular social networking sites. As well as this, I put on the advert a website to where to get the album from. To shoot the video, we used a Nikon SLR camera that shot straight into 1080p HD and used a tripod to create stable shots.
Creating our video was very difficult as we planned to use special effects such as teleporting in our music video. This meant we had to make sure that every shot was filmed at a specific position and place for the effect to work.
We tried filming several times to get the correct shot and took around a month to fully complete the shooting of all shots. In one scene we wanted to use a moving car and teleport into it. However, this shot was complicated to film and in the end we decided not to do this shot and instead created a whole new scene.
We used Sony Vegas 10 Pro and Adobe Premiere Pro to edit our final video together. I used various effects and colour correcting to make sure the clips all fitted together. I also placed a fisheye effect lens over the video to create a more surreal look. However, in the end we decided to take it off to suit our conventions and narrative of the video. For our video I used Reason 5 and Audacity to create the dubstep song and created a synth to try and sound like a teleporting effect.